with each other mostly. Like, you know, the camera's all the way up there, so we're not gonna like stare up at the camera. Good afternoon, students, parents, family members, everyone here for this Friday afternoon commencement. We are here for a little pre-show. Our goal is to introduce you to as many smiling graduate faces as we can. We're going to lead you up into commencement starting at 2 o'clock today. And like I said, we are here for all your graduates that you love, right? We're going to show as many smiling faces, tell as many graduate stories over the next 40 minutes or so, leading you right up into the day, right? But what is today without photos, right? I'm sure today you guys will all take photos of your loved ones, and we want to tell you how to share. I'm Evan Atkinson. I'm joined by Anna Isles, and she's going to share a little bit with you about how to connect today.
That's right, Evan. We want to see all those smiling faces. We want to see you on social, and you can do that by using the hashtags RamblingOn and hashtag GT23. You can tag us at Georgia Tech on all platforms. We can't wait to see those photos.
With all those platforms. We're on everything, right? We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, on Instagram. So make sure when you take those photos, make sure you tag them, right? Because we're going to be sharing as many photos as we can throughout the day. But as I said, I'm Evan Atkinson. I'm joined by Anna Isles. But we are not the only two members of our team. We're actually joined by two other members on the floor, Tyler and Rebecca.
Thanks, Evan. My name is Tyler. I am a current student here, and I'm so excited to celebrate commencement with you all. Tomorrow is actually my graduation day as well, so I'm feeling the anticipation with you, feeling this excitement that's stirring, and excited to celebrate with you. And I'm joined here with Rebecca as well.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Wang. I'm a second-year aerospace engineering major here at Georgia Tech, and I'm so excited to be here with you at commencement today.
All right, we have some students to meet today, so we're going to toss back to the stage and start talking to some of our exciting graduates right now.
Okay, that is enough about us, but as I said, we are here for all of the graduates, and I think it's time we introduce you to our first graduates. We'll show you a little video on Lindsay.
My name is Lindsay Langstaff, and I am graduating after 6 years with my master's in computer science through Georgia Tech's online Masters of Computer Science program. I have wanted to go to Georgia Tech since I was probably 4 years old, and I got to sing the fight song in the back of our car, and it was the only time I got to use the word hell in front of my parents. I got my undergrad from Georgia Tech. I graduated in 2015 with my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and ever since then I've been dying to go back. So as soon as Georgia Tech offered the opportunity to get an online master's, I was going to get my master's from Georgia Tech. I did a Pacific program study abroad my 4th year at Georgia Tech. We got to spend 6 weeks in New Zealand, then Australia, and then we got to spend our last 2 weeks in Fiji. Still, there are not many things that at 32 years old, I can go top 5 experiences in my whole life, but 3 of those were probably from the Pacific program. To be able to experience that side by side with students, you know, going along the same program with you, alongside these faculty, to be able to build those relationships is something I still cherish to this day. RoboJackets absolutely shaped my life. It was one of the few things on campus that I felt was completely cross-functional. You're working with computer scientists, you're working with designers, you're working with electrical engineers and mechanical engineers. The dynamic of getting to work with all of those different students was such an incredibly valuable experience for me here at Tech. I love thinking that I'm going to make a difference. I think Tech kind of instills a little piece in your heart that makes you think you are always going to be a powerful force of influence in whatever you're doing.
Okay, well that is Lindsay, and I'm here live with her. So, okay, right? So you are a double jacket, right?
Double graduate, yes.
So I hear Georgia Tech's hard enough, right? So why come back for a second degree?
I wasn't gonna at first, but I missed it. After 2 years, I had to come back.
So 2 years away, and you're already ready to come back for another degree?
Yes, and maybe in another 2, I'd be ready for it again. But yeah, when you're done, and then you miss it a little bit.
Well, I'm sure you missed some of the cool experiences you had. We saw you had a really cool experience in study abroad. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I got to spend, I think, 3 months in Fiji, New Zealand, and Australia. It was incredible. I took the mechanics of deformable bodies while I was over there, and that was notable because the teacher would sit with us during dinner and like help us with our homework. It was probably the only reason I got through that class.
Such cool stuff. At Georgia Tech, you can do anything.
Okay, so I won't ask you what's next, but I'm sure you probably have some people here that are supporting you that are either in the crowd or online. We want to make sure we give you opportunities, or anyone you want to say hi to or say thank you to.
I have some tech alum with me today that traveled from New York, Houston, and North Carolina. Yes, my dad, my brother. We do have a UGA grad in there somewhere. We don't, yeah. But he still came to support me, so yes.
Okay, well, it's support that all that matters, and I'm glad to have some people here supporting you. Well, that's our first student, Lindsay. I think I'm going to send it over to Tyler with another student for the day.
Yeah, thanks, Evan. We love meeting all of you on the floor. We have one of our students here. What's your name, and what are you getting your degree in?
Yeah, my name is Hisham. I'm getting my degree in computer science with a specialization in machine learning.
Wow, that's awesome. So I was talking to you, and you said you got your degree online. How did you go about finding the Georgia Tech program, and what made you want to do your master's online at Georgia Tech?
Yeah, good question. I asked around. Friends of my wife told me about the program, and it had a really good review online. I mean, top 10 school, and it was cheap, you know, so why not?
Yeah, for sure. And you said that you were actually working while you got your degree. I know that's common for a lot of our master's students, especially with that online computer science. What was it like balancing coursework, balancing working at the same time? I'm sure there was a lot to do at the same time with that.
Yeah, definitely a challenge, but I feel like having that challenge also made me a lot better, just as a worker, as a person. So definitely challenging, but a lot of fun, and I learned a lot working and then also studying at the same time. Yeah.
So what's next for you? You get your degree, you cross the stage today. Are you heading back to the same company, changing things up? What's next?
Yeah, I'm at Meta right now, part of the generative AI team in media safety. Probably will continue there for a little bit, and then who knows? We'll see what happens.
Well, we're excited to see what the future holds. While you're here, is there anyone back home in the stands who you'd like to say hello to?
Yeah, I'd like to say hi to my wife in Michigan, all my friends that hopefully are watching, but that's kind of suspect. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We made it.
Well, great. Nice to meet you, and congratulations today. We're going to meet another student back on the stage right now.
All right, I'm here with Christina Fang. So, Christina, can you just tell everybody first what you studied here at Georgia Tech?
I'm an architecture major.
Okay, so architecture. So that might be a little tough to study remotely, but I know that your first year here, you were actually studying fully remote. What was it like to actually be able to come to campus and actually be able to study for the last few years?
It was absolutely surreal. I got to meet so many people that I had only known online, and it was just a wonderful experience meeting them and actually being here on campus.
Yeah, and speaking of your on-campus experience, you had experience working at the Hive. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and why that work was important for you?
Yeah, so the Hive is a makerspace dedicated to electrical engineering, and I knew that I wanted to apply because a friend introduced it to me, and the community there was absolutely wonderful. I learned a lot about electrical engineering, and even though I'm an architecture major, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, as we mentioned, you started your studies remotely, and then you came here. How does it feel to actually be here at this moment after so many years of studying, to actually be able to cross the stage?
I definitely feel nervous, like many other students, but I feel very ready.
And do you know what's next for you after graduation? And if you don't know what's next necessarily your job, do you know how you're going to celebrate with your family this evening?
I plan to pursue a master's degree in human-computer interaction, and hopefully I can come back to tech to do so.
Okay, well, I love to hear that. Right here, that is Christina Fang. But right now, let's learn a little bit from our Alumni Association.
Now we're going to learn a little bit about the regalia of our bachelor's and master's student. I'm here with
Barbara Castro-Vanaki.
Nolan Helmuth, Industrial Design.
All right, so for our regalia, we're going to tell you a little bit about how they are formed. So first of all, for a regalia, each graduating student will be wearing regalia, but there are a few similarities and differences. Each student regalia is 100% made of recycled plastic bottles sourced from landfills. There are about 23 to 27 bottles in each cap and gown. Our master's graduates wear the traditional black gown with full-length sleeves that come to a point, and the gowns are adorned with the Georgia Tech seal. The master's hoods are lined in white and gold with hood colors matching their major. Now, our bachelor's degree candidates today wear the traditional black gown with no extra sleeve material. Another good thing to note, if you happen to see white or gold cords, that means they have graduated the honors, high honors, or the high-ass honors, so make sure you congratulate them when you see them. Now, we are going to go back onto the screen to learn about Transforming Tomorrow.
Our students are different.
The current students at Georgia Tech are the future of our world.
All they need is for someone to support them, and they can create whatever it is that the world needs for them to create.
We're the top source of STEM talent in America. We produce the most women engineers in America. We produce the most aerospace engineers in America. We have that local, national, global impact.
Georgia Tech really prepares you for that real world next step.
It gives me a ton of confidence to know that what I'm learning, I'm going to be able to apply. When I go to class, I know that the things that I'm going to be learning are beneficial, and so it makes me want to pay attention more. It makes me want to ask questions.
There's an emphasis on what you're doing with your scholarship. How are you involved in campus? How are you involved in the community? Being a leader is about what you're giving back. It's about investing in others.
Every student, no matter how bright and capable they are, they still need an opportunity to be a human being, not just a human doing. When we involve our broader Georgia Tech community, I think there's a really good opportunity to really make a meaningful, measurable change.
And if we give them the right tools and right resources, we know that our students really can change the world in a whole bunch of different ways.
It's going to be the grandchildren of the students that we're giving these opportunities that someday will benefit from all of this.
I am absolutely glad that I decided to come here.
Transforming Tomorrow.
The campaign for Georgia Tech.
All right, that was amazing. So, for anybody who is now just joining online or maybe just coming into McCamish, my name is Evan Atkinson. I am joined by Ayanna Isles. We are Commencement Live. We're just doing a little pre-show, highlighting all of your loved ones, as many as possible. We are telling graduate stories, talking a little bit about Regalia, just a little more details about the day, leading you up until the actual start of Commencement. But like I said before, what is Commencement without photos, right? We need photos of all your loved ones, all your graduates, and we know you're going to be posting them online. Ayanna, tell everybody how they can get connected through social media.
Yeah, Evan, this is such an exciting day, and we want to see how you capture it. So please, tag us in those photos. We're at Georgia Tech on all platforms. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, Facebook, all of it. We want to see it, and you can use hashtag #RamblingOn and hashtag GT23.
Okay, we appreciate that, Ayanna. And as I said, today's about our graduates, so we don't want to hold up too much more of your time. Let's learn more about another graduate, Nick Emery.
My name is Nick Emery. I am a communication and design major. Georgia Tech because I wanted to be the best, and my family is a huge Georgia Tech family. They love Georgia Tech, so it just felt natural. The Marine Corps prepared me in a lot of ways, definitely time management and risk management. Learned not to procrastinate and do everything to the best of my ability. It prepared me to take criticism and roll with the punches a bit, just made me a more resilient person. And you have to be resilient to graduate from a school like this. I've wanted to be involved with the game industry since I can remember. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a concept artist. When I got older, I wanted to be a designer. And then as I've worked my way through the Marine Corps and through here at Georgia Tech, I realized my strength is coordination, production, coordination, producing. My plans are to complete my certification in project management, which I'm working on right now, and to find a job as a producer or production coordinator for a developer or a publisher of video games. I'm gonna miss walking around, getting my steps in every day and looking at it. It's a beautiful campus, it's a beautiful place to be. I will miss that, and I will miss the students. I have met some really incredible people here, and I will cherish my time with them.
All right, guys, I am here with Nick Emery. As you mentioned, you were in the Marines for, I have it on my notes, 8 years. So what was it like going from the Marines and then coming back to get your degree here?
Well, I had a bit of a soft transition. I did 5 years active duty, and then I transitioned into the reserves. So kind of eased into being a civilian again and started school back up. And it's weird being older and being through the things that you've been through, but surrounded by all these brilliant, creative people. You feel like you don't belong for a while, but yeah, eventually you get back into it, and I can't be grateful enough for the people I've had to work with.
So for me, when I think about the Marines, right, it sounds like something very difficult, right? But I'm also not a Georgia Tech student, and that also sounds difficult. I just have to ask, do you know which one has been more challenging, going through the Marines or getting your Georgia Tech degree?
They're both challenging in different ways. You definitely have to be more resilient. You have to be resilient in different ways, both of them. If we're talking hard, I'm going to give it to the Marine Corps, just getting through it on a day-to-day basis, but this is not an easy school, and everyone here in this room has worked so hard to get where they are. So.
No, that makes a lot of sense. So you actually transferred into Tech. Since you started at a different school, I am just curious, like, after you transfer here, do you have a favorite thing about Georgia Tech that you think you're going to miss now that you're not going to be graduating and crossing this stage today?
The campus itself, I'm going to miss walking around, getting my steps in, like I said on the video, and looking at it every day. It's a beautiful campus, but I'm going to miss the students mostly. I've met some incredible people, some people who are sitting here today, brilliant, creative, technically skilled people that every day I'm in awe of how amazing they are, and I'm going to miss being around them every day.
And then, of course, I have to ask you, what is next for you? After you cross the stage today, I'm sure you'll have some friends and family here, but what's next for you down the line?
Next is finding my place as a producer or production coordinator in the game industry.
Actually, that sounds pretty cool. I know I'll be rooting for you. And I'm sure you have some people here, either in the crowd or watching online, they're supporting you. Is there anybody you want to say hi to or say thank you to while I have you here?
They're right over there. My amazing wife, my super supportive and amazing family, mom, dad, sister, boyfriend, and my grandmother over there. Thank you all for being here.
No, that's amazing. Right here you have it. That's Nick Emery. But we're going to send it right over to Tyler, who will have another student with him.
Hey, thanks, Evan. We're here with another student. Can you tell me, what is your name and major today?
My name's Bailey Kozlowski, and I am BS Architecture.
All right. So you said you're architecture, and I know you were talking to me. You had a bit of a journey to get to architecture. So what did you come in as?
I was all over the place, undecided at first, and then I thought I wanted to do civil engineering, but I realized I needed a little more art than that.
That's awesome. So you switched from civil to architecture. It's great that we have the flexibility that you could do that. How do you like architecture in comparison?
Oh, I love it. I wouldn't have asked for a different major, so I'm glad I found it.
Oh, that's great. And do you have any plans after graduation for what you'll do with that?
Yeah, so I'm going to start in February at the firm that I've been interning at, so I'm super excited for that.
Well, that's fantastic. While you're here, is there anyone out in the stands or maybe watching online who you'd like to say hello to?
I'll shout out my mom and dad and my boyfriend up in the stands, and then my grandma watching online.
Great. Well, congratulations. Enjoy walking across this stage today, and we will be cheering on. So we have another student to meet on the stage, tossing it back to Evan.
Okay, I am here with Miriesa Gonzalez. So you are a computer science graduate today. I just have to ask you, why get a degree in computer science, and why do it online?
So yes, as a young girl, I got to experience the internet within the early 2000s, where every website wasn't just a web page, it was an experience, and this inspired me, and I started creating my own interfaces using construction paper, and I remember showing it to my dad, and I have him point to different sections on the paper, and I shuffle the papers, and I didn't know it at the time, but I was building user interfaces. And in my undergrad, I went through graphic design and IT, and when I finally found coding, I knew that was the perfect blend of creativity and technology that I needed to be able to accomplish my goals and objectives.
Yeah, and you combine your creativity in another way. Tell us a little bit about, we hear you have a YouTube channel. Tell us about your YouTube channel, what's on that, and what inspired you to start a YouTube channel.
Yes, so I also inherited an entrepreneurial spirit from my dad. I always seen him scale his businesses, and I noticed that he needed a little help on the tech side. So that's kind of where I came in. I created a YouTube channel called Yetrofy, where I help entrepreneurs scale their businesses in the digital world. So I just help them with concise tutorials, tips, things that might seem very obvious to us tech majors, but not so obvious to those wanting to get out there, and that's what I'm there for.
And so, Mariesa, what is next for you? I believe that you're already working, already have a job lined up. What's next for you?
So what's next for me? I'm currently working as a software dev for Miami-Dade County Water and Sewer Department. I'm planning to continue scaling my YouTube channel. I feel that I'm very passionate about that. I'm going to be putting my heart into it, and I'm also going to be working on this new video game where it's educational and it teaches users how to learn English as Spanish speakers.
Great, now is the fun part. Is there anybody you want to say hello to and give a shout out to in the audience today?
Yes, so in the audience over here, I have my husband, my father, my sister, and my brother-in-law. They came all the way from Miami and Orlando, Florida. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to them. I love you guys.
All right, well, she loves you guys, and congratulations to you. And Evan, we're gonna send it over to Rebecca, who's over there with another student.
All right, we're gonna do another interview. This is Sophie. Sophie, tell us a little bit about yourself and your major.
Hi, I'm Sophie Gokian, and I'm an international affairs major.
Yeah.
So, Sophie, I heard that you did 2 study abroads and an internship abroad. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I have a minor in Middle Eastern and North African Studies, so I went to Dubai for 4 months and then did the EU Study Abroad program, which was an absolutely amazing experience. And then I guess I was in Atlanta for too long, wanted to go back to Europe, and so I did an internship in Slovakia for a few months, and the people, cultures, everything, it's been such an incredible and crucial part of my experience at Tech.
So she took a lot of opportunities abroad, but tell us about your next opportunity. What are you going to do after you graduate?
So I'm going to be a consultant with the Carter Center, working for the Latin America and Caribbean program, and I focus on Venezuela and Colombia.
Very cool, very cool. Is there anyone in the audience today you would like to give a shout out to?
Yes, there's my parents, my grandparents, my sister, brother-in-law, my boyfriend, and my brother who couldn't be here in person. You're here in spirit.
All right, now we're going to toss it back to the stage for another student interview.
All right, I'm here with Arit. Can you tell everybody what you studied here while you were at Georgia Tech?
Yeah, for sure. So I studied computer science, so I'm an MSCS student.
Okay, perfect. So why get a degree in computer science?
Yeah, I think the question is why not? Like today, like with the whole field of Gen AI and everything coming up, I feel like Georgia Tech really prepares you for the future, especially with artificial intelligence and integrating it with newer technologies like blockchain, quantum computing. So I feel like it was a great opportunity to be here and extend my stay even more.
And it seems like you made some good use of your time here on campus. You were a TA and a tutor. Can you tell us what you tutored in and why you decided to be involved in that way?
100%. So I was the head teaching assistant for CS Ethics, which is a required course here, taken by over 700 students every semester. Moreover, I love teaching, and I taught over 15 subjects for different economics, mathematics, computer science.
Great. So I have to ask you about one of the clubs you were a part of, the India Club. So from what I know, Georgia Tech has a lot of great options on clubs, right? There's a lot of different things you can choose from. I'm always in awe about the different things that people can do. Why was the India Club the club for you, and what makes that club so special?
Oh, 100%. I feel India Club was the club for me, especially because I'm from India, and it provided me a home away from home. It's like the largest student organization on campus, and we do a lot of events every semester. So just being part of organizing events for over 1,000 people, learning all the different skills, something that was truly exceptional.
And so you spend a little bit of time here. I do have to ask you, do you know what you think you're going to miss most about your time here at Georgia Tech?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely going to be my friends and all those late nights we pulled together, all the fun trips we had. We studied abroad in GTL. Those experiences are something I'm going to miss every single day of my life.
All right, we're here for a fun time, so we want you to give your shout outs and say hello to anybody in the audience or online that you want to recognize for supporting you.
100%. So first of all, I want to say thank you for my parents and my brother. They flew from India for this graduation. I also want to thank my closest friends in college, Meghna, Grover, Rena, and Leica for being here. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, well, congratulations to you. We're excited for you.
I think right now we're actually going to send it back to Tyler, who's right across the floor with another student to highlight.
Great, thanks. One of my favorite things about graduation is how the graduates are able to decorate what they wear. So we can see here one of the mortar boards is decorated. Can you tell me, how did you decide to decorate your mortar board like this?
I always love Buzz. That's the best. And the bee is awesome. So I wanted to represent Georgia Tech with that on my hat. And that's how I came up with it.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I love it. I see you with the Regalia that you're a master's student. What are you getting your degree in here?
Computer science with machine learning.
Oh, that's awesome. So what made you choose Georgia Tech? What have you liked about Georgia Tech? What is your favorite part of this experience?
I love this experience because I'm a mom and I have twins who are 5 years old. So I'm actually on the OMS program, the Online Master Students Program. I get to do everything online and I'm just here for graduation.
Oh, that's so cool. So is this your first time on campus, or have you seen campus before?
Yes, this is my first time on campus, and I get to see a lot. We had a campus tour yesterday where I get to visit all the famous landmarks and took pictures and show some of it to my family this morning.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you mentioned your children, your mother. Is there anyone, including them, that you want to say hi to out in the stands or watching online?
Yes, I want to say thank you to my husband, my biggest supporter, and my children, Andre and Olivia, for my inspirations.
Great. Well, congratulations. Love the mortar board. Love the enthusiasm. And it was great speaking with you. We'll toss back to the camera for another interview with another student.
Okay, yes. For anybody who is just coming in here or joining online, my name is Evan Atkinson. We are Commencement Live. We're just giving you a pre-show, as you might have seen, showing off all of our amazing graduates, right? There's a lot of amazing things our students do here at Georgia Tech. They're always involved with research, internships. They're always just doing some amazing things. So right now, we're going to show you a video about one of our students' projects here at Georgia Tech.
My name is Matthew Gombley. I'm an assistant professor in the School of Interactive Computing. We do a variety of research in my lab to develop systems that can interact with people, learn through that interaction in their environment. So we developed a tennis-playing robot that is basically a robot arm that is mounted on top of a wheelchair, specifically designed for the sport of wheelchair tennis.
The current capabilities of the robot are that it can hit the ball back against a ball launcher. It can adjust for the variance in the ball launcher, and it can hit the ball back over the net to the other side of the court.
We take a system of cameras around the tennis court to look at the court and see where the tennis ball is. When we use cameras from different angles, we can triangulate where the ball is in space. We then make a plan of where the robot is and where we want it to be, so we can plan where the wheelchair needs to swing to hit the ball at a specific intercept point in the trajectory.
The recent testing that we did on the court, we showed that it can now start to hit back against a human player. We want it to improve further, and in the future we want the system to be able to rally against a human player
If we can figure out how to get this right on the tennis court, have a robotic system that can quickly perceive where the ball is, how the ball is spinning, where it's going to go into the future in order to be able to plan a trajectory to get there in time and hit it back, and not just hit it, but actually hit it to the right spot. I think if we can solve so many of those problems and do it at the speed and the scale of tennis, then a lot of the problems that we have in manufacturing and robotics in the home are going to be a lot easier because we developed a system that can be safe at those speeds.
Yeah, Evan, some really cool stuff happening at Georgia Tech. You know what else is cool is Commencement Day, and we are so excited. What a great day. We want to see your photos. Evan works on our social media team, so we want to see all the photos from your end. A reminder here, tag us in your photos at Georgia Tech on all social media platforms. Use those hashtag #RamblingOn, and hashtag GT23.
Exactly. You guys heard Ayana. It's hashtag #RamblingOn and hashtag GT23. Actually mentioned, I'm on the social media team here, so I get to see all the photos you guys post. We're going to be trying to share as many. You guys might have seen over the last couple of weeks, we try to highlight as many students as we can this time of year. We do it through social media, and we do it through this time here on Commencement Live. And actually, it's time for us to introduce you to another student, Jessica Johnson. We have a video for you.
Through CCF, I did an internship in Sierra Leone, actually, where I worked for a sustainable water company. But through design, I was actually able to contribute through more of their expansion programs, and so CADing up a lot of models for like presentations and different investor things. But it was a great opportunity because I'd never been out of the country. A lot of my projects still stayed theoretical. They were in my portfolio. They weren't really tangible in helping people. But through that, I was able to actually like go and put boots on the ground and actually see an impact of like my work. Going to another country, another language, another culture. When my mom dropped me off into the airport, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm really about to do this alone. And like I couldn't believe it because I just felt like am I allowed to do this? But then, you know, landing in Sierra Leone, I just remember thinking like wow, like it's time to get to work. I just felt so privileged and very like fortunate to be able to be there in a position to help. I was just so ready and hungry to get into the culture, to get into this new world and see how like I could fit in and how I could contribute. And it was just such a welcoming experience. It was amazing, to be honest. Like my heart is really in the interviewing and like talking to people and really just sitting down to figure out like what people need and how do you get it to them. And as long as I'm able to like talk to people, figure out what they need and figure out how to deliver it to them, I would be very set for my career and very happy with it.
Okay, we are here with Jessica. So people got to introduce you a little bit in your video, but can you still remind everybody what you studied here at Georgia Tech?
Yes, I was industrial design. Shout out to y'all. Yeah.
So industrial design, I don't know much about industrial design, but I always have to ask this, like what made you choose industrial design and like why was it the major for you?
Well, in high school, I took a art class my senior year of high school, and it really just, I was always a STEM kid, but it really just made me realize how much I enjoyed being creative, being able to create things, and so I really wanted to incorporate that into my career, and industrial design was just kind of the perfect mix of those two.
So do you feel like you made the right decision?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. And now you're actually working on some really cool projects. You're doing a project on life vests, right? And it's a project that can help a lot of people. Can you just explain that and tell everybody about what you're working on?
Yeah, so one of my soft good projects was actually a life vest to teach kids how to swim. Specifically, I was looking into the rates of drownings amongst Black kids because there's a discrepancy between, just proficiency of swimming. And so the life vest was designed to not only help children be able to swim and learn how to swim, but also to alleviate parent fears because I found that was a big part of why a lot of kids weren't learning how to swim.
Great. You also are involved in an important organization. Can you tell us about your work with NAACP and why you chose that role?
Yes. So NAACP, we were just chartered for like an RSL, but we've been working for 3 years. And our president, Camille Trotman, she started the organization on campus. We're the very first ones on campus. And so it's been a really rewarding work, and we have like a really great team. Even when I got sick during the semester, it was just very supportive. And our goal is to not only bring the Black student organizations on campus together and really provide opportunities for Black students, but also to really just try and create more camaraderie amongst Black students beyond our campus, and so amongst other USG colleges.
Great. And so can you tell us about what's next for you after graduation? What are you planning to do?
Yeah, so right now I'm working in UX UI, and so I plan to continue that. But I'm really just looking to travel, continue working, and see what's out there.
That's great. We love to travel, right?
And before we get you off stage, we'd like to give people the chance to say hi to anybody who's here or watching online. It's your chance. It's your time to do that.
Okay, I have a long list. So first of all, shout out to God, wouldn't be here without him. Also, shout out to my parents, shout out to all my siblings who are here. Also, my granddad who flew in, and my godparents. Also, my sister who's not here, but who's watching online, shout out to you, Naj. As well as all my cousins and aunts and uncles who are watching online. All my ID friends, also the little ID section, woo! Yeah, so shout out to all y'all.
Perfect. That is Jessica Johnson. Right now, we're going to send it over to Rebecca and Tyler, because I'm pretty sure they have a couple more students over there to talk to.
All right, we are here with Eli. Eli, tell us about your major.
Yeah, so I am a literature, media, and communication graduate.
All right, so Eli actually has a passion for fashion, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his final for his LMC class.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to be able to take LMC 4000, my senior seminar class, which had a focus in fashion design. And so with this class, I was able to actually create my final garment inspired by Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour and some Janelle Monáe inspirations.
Very cool. And so Eli actually graduated in 2.5 years. Very impressive. Eli, how did you do that?
Well, in high school, I decided to try really hard and took tons of APs, tons of dual enrollment. And when I got here to Tech, I just wanted to speed run it, I guess. And I'm really thankful that I was able to work and intern throughout taking classes here, and I'm excited for the future.
Speaking of the future, Eli, tell us about what you're going to do after graduation.
Yeah, so I will be working for a company called Teradata, a cloud data analytics provider, working within their product marketing as an influencer marketing specialist.
All right, and Eli, is there anyone you would love to give a shout out in the audience?
Yes, of course. My mom and dad, brother, sister, and then my best friend Janie are just right up there, and I'm so thankful they got to be here. And yeah, go Jackets.
All right, thank you, Eli. Now we're going to pass it to Tyler.
Yeah, so we're here with another student, another graduate today. Can you tell me what is your name and what are you getting your degree in?
Hi, my name is Edson, and I'm getting my degree in computer science with a specialization in computing systems. I was one of the online students that school offered, and now I'm excited that I'm finally over with it.
That's great. And I know we have a lot of online students who are either here today or maybe haven't even gotten to experience the campus at all. You know, I saw that you have this camera with you. Could you explain kind of to the crowd what that is for and what it does?
Oh, yes. This is a 360 camera that allows me to record 360 degrees. So a lot of online students don't have experience of what it feels like to be on campus. So by recording this video, they are able to see it and interact with it, and then they can have a feel of, okay, this is how it like. And since I wanted to share my graduation experience with them, then I went ahead and record some more for them.
Great. So once you record it, people will maybe be able to see it online somewhere?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel that I've been playing with for a while. So the channel name is, if you type Edson Philip, then you will find it.
That's awesome. So is there anyone here with you here or maybe online watching who you'd want to say hi to?
Yes, I'd like to thank my family, my wife and my kids. They are up there. And my parents and also my in-laws, they all have contributed and helped me in a way. Thank you, guys.
Well, what a great way for people who are either here with you to watch back or people who are online to come and experience the ceremony. We also have other ways for people to experience this ceremony and all of Georgia Tech online. We're going to toss back to Evan, and he's going to tell you a little bit about how to experience the online version of Commencement.
Thank you, Tyler. Yes, I'm Evan Atkinson. I'm here with Ayanna Isles. We are Commencement Live. We are about 10 minutes away from kicking off our commencement. And so we want to make sure, like we said, that we had your attention and that we highlight as many students as possible.
Yeah, so really quickly, we got word that we're gonna walk you through a grad pass, okay? So pull out that phone, we know you got it, pull it out, turn your brightness all the way up, screenshot your grad pass so you don't have to fumble with it, and then when you get in line, you're gonna get it scanned and come across the stage. So that's how grad pass works. We want to make sure you're all prepped and ready to go.
When you guys have your phones out and you guys are in line, there will be people along this way that can help you out. So if you have any issues with your phone, ask any of the people that have the Ask Me stickers on or a name badge, and they will be able to help you out. But Ayana, I do have to ask you, right? Commencement is one of my favorite days of the year. It always has a lot of energy. For you, what is one of your favorite parts about Commencement Day?
You know what, Evan? I think it's the energy. I think all the excitement, all the family, all the just the students' energy, the family's energy. Commencement is just such an energetic, great day and proud day at Georgia Tech.
I know for me, I always really love it when we have the balloon drop. I love seeing all the smiling, friendly faces. We have Rebecca and Tyler join us from across the floor. And so I have to ask you all as well, real quick, what is your favorite part about Commencement Day?
I really like meeting all of the graduates. They have really cool stories to tell, and the path that came along to get here is really fascinating.
Yeah, so I've been to about 7 different commencements, and I'm actually a student here. So usually it's watching my friends cross the stage, watching everyone I know get that celebratory moment. But this year, I'm really excited about commencement because tomorrow afternoon is my graduation as well. So I'm joining you guys in all of that excitement, all of this energy, and it's just all building up to the end. So hopefully we can celebrate together, and we will finally get out.
All right, we really appreciate your guys' time. It is time for what you guys all been waiting for, to get your loved ones across the stage. It is time. Okay, we're gonna have one more thing for you. We're gonna walk you guys through the grad pass really, really quickly here.
Hi guys, thanks for being at Fall Commencement. We are thrilled to have you here. We're going to show you some quick stage directions on how to use your grad pass. So this is a great moment to have it up on your phones right now. Screenshot that. It helps all of us out. So if you have not done that yet, screenshot it. You guys are going to be dismissed by row. Wait for staff to come get you. When that happens, we're going to call you all the way over here. You're going to have that grad pass up and ready for your big moment. Come over, and they're going to scan it. Oh, I didn't have my grad pass ready. Did you hear that beep? Let's do it one more time. That's the sound we're looking for. If you hear that beep, you're good to go. You're going to come across stage. There will be people pacing you. You're going to come across. You're going to shake President Cabrera's hand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great time. Wonderful. Great to be here. And then you're going to receive a memento from your dean or college representative right here. And then you'll keep going across stage, and back here we'll get a photo of you after you graduated. From there, you'll be taken back to your seats, and that's commencement. Thank you so much for being here.
All right, as Serena said, it's time you've been waiting for. It's time to get your loved ones across the stage. Let's begin our Friday afternoon commencement ceremony.
Welcome to Georgia Tech's Fall Commencement. Students, please rise for the faculty processional.
Good afternoon and welcome. Buenas tardes, bienvenidos. Please rise and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please be seated. My name is Angel Cabrera, and I have the privilege of serving as Georgia Tech's president. Before we get started today, I would like for all of us to take a moment and recognize all veterans, active duty members, and first responders with us today. If you have served in any branch of the U.S. military or have served as a first responder, please rise so we can thank you for your service. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Graduates, members of the faculty and staff, distinguished guests, families, and friends, my heart is full as I welcome you to the 265th commencement exercises at the Georgia Institute of Technology. It's a true pleasure to be together in celebration of these graduates and their academic achievements. We have a few special messages for you today. The first one is from one of our very graduating students. I'm pleased to introduce Tess Green, a master's degree candidate in computer science, who will give the reflection, and she is a repeat customer. Double jacket. Welcome, Tess.
Good afternoon, my fellow Yellow Jackets. I am honored today to address my peers, the College of Computing graduate students, as well as the recipients of bachelor's degrees from the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts and the College of Design. To my fellow computing grads, you each deserve to be deeply proud today for taking the extra leap in your education. When I struggled during my degree, I was told by a very wise woman that a master's is not just evidence of education, but proof of one's grit. Your perseverance and determination are just as impressive as your academic accomplishments. To the undergrads celebrating today, when I was an undergraduate student at Georgia Tech, I was most intimidated by my peers in the College of Design because they were widely known as the hardest workers, spending countless hours in studio. Congratulations on your achievements and hopefully the return of your free time. And as the child of two liberal arts professors, I have the greatest respect for our Ivan Allen graduates. You carry the weight of history, policy, international affairs, and ethics. Of all of us here today, I consider your responsibility the greatest, and I know you are more than capable of handling it. During my first year at Georgia Tech, I took a history class with students of a dozen majors, and in discussions, I was always particularly opinionated and confident. How lucky I was to sit in a classroom of people prepared to tell me I was wrong. I was challenged by students with backgrounds and knowledge completely new to me, and they forced me to grow. That is the gift of higher education. When I learned what categories of students would attend this ceremony, I was at first unsure how to address us all. What do we have in common? Where lies the intersection of computing, art, and design? I found inspiration from 20 years before I was born. In the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when aliens arrive to Earth, how do humans communicate with them? They use computers to make music. Science and the arts are not opposites, they are the means to each other's successes. In times of conflict, we must look to each other to build the means of communication, cooperation, and connection. When others build bombs, we must build bridges. We must design shelters for protection, and technology for translation, and music for joy. So when you meet people of fields foreign to you, today and in the future, consider how your work depends on theirs. Find common ground. Reach out in whatever language you share. Today is the first day of the future we build together. Congratulations, graduates of Georgia Tech.
Thank you, Tess. So, graduates, today you are joining a very impressive family of Georgia Tech alumni, community of leaders, innovators, of thinkers and doers who are making a difference across our state and around the world. Many of them are actually here to celebrate your accomplishment. Our alumni have a special appreciation for what you've done because they went through it themselves. To all our alumni joining us in the audience today, please stand to be recognized. Thank you all. To welcome you formally into the Fellowship of Georgia Tech Alumni, I am pleased to introduce Betsy Bulat, an International Affairs and Modern Languages graduate from the class of 2004 and the chair of the Georgia Tech Alumni Association Board of Trustees. Betsy? Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Betsy Bulat, and I am a proud alumna not just of Georgia Tech, but the Ivan Allen College. I know there's a few of y'all here today. They put y'all up front for me. It is my pleasure to welcome you into one of the most coveted networks in the world, the Georgia Tech Alumni Association. You are now part of a powerful family of over 200,000 alumni. While each of your pursuits is unique and the contributions of our alumni span every industry and every continent, we share many of the same experiences. We share the same experience of receiving our rat cap, of walking freshman hill, and getting good luck on our exams from sideways. More than that, though, we share traits from our time at Tech. We share the power of perseverance, how to problem solve, and how to remain cool under pressure. Tech taught us that. You've worked so hard to put yourself in the position you're in today, one of increasing power and privilege. Use it wisely. As Peter Parker's uncle said, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. This concept has motivated me since I got out of Tech. One way I've been able to give back is through the Alumni Association. The Alumni Association has been behind the scenes, giving you advice whether you ask for it or not, celebrating your achievements with you, and raising funds towards your student experience. Stay in touch with us and get engaged. Let us celebrate you when you accomplish your goals. We will provide you with connections, job leads, networking opportunities, events on campus and in your local communities, and future friendships. Some of my most important Tech friendships I made after I got out of Tech. You can always call Tech home. It's a special place steeped in tradition, and as alumni, you will always be part of our family. While your time at Tech may be over, unless you are pursuing an advanced degree or another advanced degree, the Alumni Association is here for you for a lifetime. May your pursuits be successful, your friendships be rich, and your life be full of buzz. Go Jackets!
Thank you, Betsy. So this weekend, we celebrate 6,332 graduates from Georgia Tech's class of 2023. We're awarding over 1,800 bachelor's degrees, more than 4,000 master's degrees, and this morning we awarded 245 doctoral degrees. The bachelor's and master's candidates we honor today represent 59 countries in a multitude of disciplines. Just think about it. The talent in this room, together, they know how to build satellites and robots, bridges, medical devices. They can create and run businesses. They can help shape better policies. They're versed in chemistry, in biology and psychology. They can mine intelligence from complex data. They understand how markets and governments work and what our collective history teaches us about our future. They have, many of them, traveled the world. They can communicate in dozens of languages. They have learned to listen to others, to respect what others have to say, even when they disagree. They have learned to work with and learn from people who are different from themselves. They are confident, capable, creative problem solvers. They have learned the power of collaboration. They have been empowered to lead. They make me, all of us, extremely hopeful about the future. But for all this potential to make a difference, there is something that you all need to remember, which is captured by the two words on our seal: progress and service. These two words define us as a community. They signify our belief in the power of innovation and ingenuity to serve a greater purpose, to improve the human condition. We don't believe in technology for its own sake, but because of its potential to help people live better lives. Some of you will join well-established companies and will help them do better. Others, increasingly more of you, will create your own startup. Some of you are bound for careers in academia or in government, and I know you will be successful wherever you go next. But remember that your true success will not be measured by how much money you make, but by the value that you create for others. Now, don't get me wrong, money you will make, and when you're rich and famous, we'll kindly remind you where you went to school. Our Alumni Association is extremely good at finding you, so be ready for that call. Yet, at the end of our journeys, what will make you proud, what will make your family and friends, all of us proud, is what you did to lift others, to make a difference in our world. No pressure. As we say around here, we can do that. I know you're ready to tackle any challenge that may come your way. Now, today we celebrate your accomplishments and your potential. I'd like to thank you in advance for the great things we all know you'll get to do. Joining us here in person and online are family members, friends, and colleagues whose love and support have helped make this day possible. These Yellow Jackets know perfectly well they wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, and for that, we thank all of you, whether you're here today or watching online. We must also thank the faculty and staff members who have guided and mentored these students, offering time, wisdom, and expertise to help our graduates reach their fullest potential. Will members of our faculty and staff please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Now I'm honored to introduce some members of our leadership team who are joining me here on the platform. Please hold your applause as they stand when I call their names. Larry Jacobs, Senior Vice President, Provost for Education and Learning. Paul Cohn, Vice Provost for Enrollment Management. Michelle Reinhardt, Vice Provost for Faculty. Monty Ferry, Vice Provost for Graduate and Postdoctoral Education. Chris Reeves, Assistant Vice Provost and Executive Director for Experiential Learning. John Stein, Associate Vice President for Student Life, and Brand Fritz, Dean of Student Chairs of Students. Leslie Sharp, Dean of Libraries. Jen Howe, Vice President for Development, and Abigail Tumpy, Vice President of Institute Communications. And our mace bearer today, Archie Irvin, Vice President for Institute Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, who will be retiring at the end of this month after 13 years of extraordinary service to Georgia Tech. Thank you all very much. I know some of you may not believe it, but we are fully aware of how hard we have made you work until you were able to cross this stage. We understand the obstacles you overcame these past few years, and we congratulate you on crossing the finish line. Some of you may know that I've played different roles at Georgia Tech over the years. I have been a student, been an alum, a parent, an advisor, now serving as president. I even found my spouse here, Beth. So I know very well that being a Yellow Jacket is something very special. A Georgia Tech diploma is something you will treasure for the rest of your life. It will be transformative. It was for me, and like so many students through the generations, I can proudly say that nothing that I have accomplished in my career would have been possible without the opportunities I had at Georgia Tech and without the people that I met here. So now it's your turn. You are forever connected to this great institution. We cannot wait to see the great things you will continue to do. It's time to look ahead, to push forward, to go out and make an impact on the world like only Yellow Jackets can. Congratulations, class of 2023. And now it's my distinct honor to introduce NASA Administrator Bill Nelson. What a treat for your last lecture at Georgia Tech. Bill's public service has spanned from the floor of the U.S. Senate to orbiting Earth aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia. President Biden appointed Bill to lead NASA in 2021. Before that, he represented Florida for 18 years in the Senate and 12 years before that in the House of Representatives. Bill was considered the congressional leader for the nation's space program, a strong advocate to combat climate change, and a proponent for science and technology education. While Bill was a member of Congress in 1986, he blasted off into outer space and orbited Earth nearly 100 times. I asked him earlier how House of Representatives person would agree. It says, well, if I'm going to chair the committee that oversees space, I might as well have the experience myself. Wow. He and the crew aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia conducted a host of medical experiments and cancer research for 6 days in space. He is, in many, many ways, the embodiment of Georgia Tech's motto, progress and service. Please join me in welcoming Bill Nelson. Thank you, sir. What a treat to have you there.
Graduates, I've been told to ask, what's the good word? What's a good word? Okay, I got the picture. Mr. President, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, family members, and loved ones, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this day. It's your day. It's sweet because you're crossing a finish line today. We gather at a time of incredible possibility, but there's also immense uncertainty. This graduating class, you've now lived through 2 once-in-a-lifetime economic downturns. Your college experience was disrupted by a global pandemic, and some of you lost loved ones to the cruelty of COVID, and they would be very proud of you today. The world, it's changing, it's challenging, and it's, unfortunately, strikingly divided. And I understand that you can feel unsettled and sometimes down. So today, and my speech is mercifully short, I'm going to talk to you about moonshots, ours and yours. I believe that the uncertainty of our times can be replaced with a spirit of renewal. There are 2 reasons that I have confidence. Number 1, it's because I believe in you. And number 2, it's because I believe in moonshots. I have the honor of serving a storied organization that makes history and makes the impossible possible. Just look at our telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, that's looking back into time to the time just after the very beginning and capturing light that is traveling at the speed of light, 186,000 miles per second, and that light has been traveling for 13.5 billion years. Or we can shoot off and we can intercept an asteroid 7 million miles away and hit a bullseye and move its trajectory so that if we had a killer asteroid inbound, we'd have a chance of saving our fate from the fate of the dinosaurs. Or what about just looking out the window of a spacecraft as you orbit the Earth every 90 minutes? The Earth is so beautiful, it's so colorful, it's so alive, it's so creative, and it's suspended in the middle of nothing. And space is nothing. It's this airless vacuum that goes on and on for billions of light years. And there's home. I wanted to be a better steward as a result of seeing Earth from that perspective. And that has informed a lot of my public service. As a matter of fact, when you see the Earth from that perspective, I looked and I did not see racial division. I did not see political division. I did not see religious division. What I saw was we're all in this together. We are citizens of planet Earth. At NASA, we know a thing or two about moonshots. We're going back to the moon after a half century, but this time we're going back for a different reason, not just to go, but to learn, to live, to create, to invent, in order for us to go further. And we're going to Mars. And it's after a half century we're going back. And not long from now, members of your generation will be the first humans to walk on Mars. NASA is now expanding the vision of President Kennedy in 1961. 62 years ago, he stood in front of an audience like this in Rice University Stadium. And this young, idealistic president appealed to America's enduring spirit of adventure. He challenged our country to unite behind a bold endeavor once thought impossible. He made America believe in moonshots. And today, moonshots are not confined to the cosmos. Moonshots are imagined, developed, and achieved here on Earth and in our hearts and minds by folks like you. For example, the President and the First Lady launched a cancer moonshot. The goal is simple, but the task is hard: to end cancer as we know it. But class of 23, the task before you is to identify your own moonshot. President Kennedy knew that his moonshot would be hard, not easy. He made that clear. He said, "We choose to go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it's hard." Kennedy didn't have all the answers when he dared America to go to the moon, but he had the courage to dream. And so you don't need all of the answers on graduation day. What you need today is to have the confidence and trust in what's going to be your moonshot. Confidence that what you will do, what is hard, and trust that what you can achieve is great. Confidence and trust that you will be a part of something larger than any one person. So, what's your moonshot? Astronauts are often asked what it takes to be selected to fly in space. And the answer is to become an expert in something that makes you passionate. And that answer is not just for astronauts. That answer is for you. Your passion can define you. Your passion will help you find your moonshot. For those of you entering computer science, how, for example, will you harness artificial intelligence to safely improve lives and livelihoods? For those of you going into liberal arts or designs, How will you harness creativity with integrity? These are some of your challenges, your moonshots. People may doubt you, but history has never been kind to the skeptics and the naysayers. Your future, our future, will be shaped by your moonshots. This is a moment, as Tennyson says, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. This is a moment for your moonshot. Congratulations. Go Jackets. God bless you.
Thank you, Senator Nelson. We now come to the time you've been waiting for, the conferring of your degrees. Walking across the stage represents the culmination of a great deal of hard work. I ask, he says, this is your homework for the next few minutes. Once you receive your on-stage recognition, you need to return to your seat for two reasons. One is to show your fellow students the same respect they have given you. The second, perhaps most important reason, is that after everybody has walked through, I will pronounce the magic words that will make your degree official. If you prematurely leave this building before I pronounce those words, I don't know what will happen to your degree, and I don't think you want to risk it. Okay, so walk back to your chair. And now I am pleased to welcome Provost Steve McLaughlin, who will introduce the academic deans by college. The deans will present the degree candidates. Steve?
You all ready? You all ready? You bet. Dean K. Husbands-Feeling will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts.
Good afternoon, everyone. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees in Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts, please rise and cheer. There we go. President Cabrera, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees who have completed the requirements for these degrees.
Paisley Denise Hayes. Jocelyn Nicole Guerrero Sevillano. Anoki Paresh Patel. Zain Francois Nota. Vanessa Michelle Greenstein. Bailey Lee Austin. Sophie Aline Ode Gogian. Alexander Niven. Isaac Narkis. Corinne Carnegie. Sung Eun Bae. Jin Uk Yun. Jennifer Guo. Iman Sultana Emdad. Charlie Ellis Reedy. Nicholas Wilson. Matthew Peyton Maldonado. Sarah Goldgar. Madison Nee Pellegri. Chad Imran Noirbent. Mara Burns. Ariel Watson. Kamen Plamanov Iliev. Christopher Hunter Rollison. Madison Annalisa Steinau, Nicholas Emery, Jude Elizabeth Brandt, Victoria Lane Clark, Julia Celine Chen, Thelia Wilson Patino, Elena Jewel Weatherly, Perpetual Abakuma Nketsia, Calvin Francis Nix, Xavier Coltrane Brown, Cameron Nikon Garmestani, Uchenna Edward Godwin Offer, Cody William Masterman Smith, Phoebe Wong Patarakun, Li Li Jiang, Madeline Jin DeMars, Isabella Pibble Nuruk, Trin Tui Nguyen Bui, Megan Elizabeth Tinkler, Ashwin Karthik Mahadevan, Yixing Gu, Amir Sarani, Ethan Tong, Lupita Quesada Orozco, Alan Bailey Santmeyer, Riley Ann Price, Ryan Cameron Green, Daquan M. Dowse, Kenyatta B. Watson II, Ayush Mahida, Peter Liu, Malachi Michael Locke Primus, Eliza Kaimachende, Logan Sands, Catherine Holly Mittleiter, Elijah James Hibberts, Allison Jasa Dipura, Vanessa Emily Hernandez, Bhargavi Gundla,
Associate Dean Javier Irizarry will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Design.
Candidates for Bachelor's of Science degree in the College of Design, the college where creativity thrives. Please rise and loudly cheer. Presidente Cabrera, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for Bachelor's of Science degree who have completed the requirements for these degrees.
Christina Fang, Eilina Mama Janova, Zuyu Chen, Kaylee Ann Bruce, Bailey Morgan Kozlowski, Ali Khan Gilani, Lori Ellen Smith, Evelyn Mitchell, Jessica J.L. Johnson, Uzama Kendra Tony Afor, Kyle Patrick Krummenacker, Catherine Grace Murray, Kendra Garcia, Sophia Sol Kim, Nolan Dean Helmuth, Ella Ann Hoogs, Teho Evan Lee, Karen Codera, Claudia Ann Ross, Reina Iheme, Layla Riush, Sarah June Shin, Adam Walter Davis, Robert Wiley Super, Naomi Sophia Sensulo, Trip Daniel Williams, Molly Elena McLeod, Kevin Johnson Long, Xiomara Victoria Aliaga, Andre Diavion Barnes,
Interim Dean Alex Orso will present the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Computing.
Candidates for Master of Science degrees in the College of Computing, please rise and cheer like you mean it. President Cabrera, I have the great honor of presenting to you our fantastic, freshly baked, highly educated, and still slightly sleep-deprived candidates for Master of Science degrees who have completed the requirements for these degrees.
Jeffrey Faith, Ruben Von Rico Candoy, Nathaniel Schmeling, Pierce Addison Calderwood, Robert Brian Lindgren, Praneeth Akinapali, Kelly Ho, Mark Christopher Hein Cabanero, Nikunj Agrawal, Vikrant Behel, Wee Kit Yo Kyle, Chavi Sharma, Tejas Rajamadam Pradeep, Cody Loretz Mortarud, Brian Allen Peterson, Bhaskar Bagchi, Kesh Iyer, Charlie Trong Yang, Joel L. Genter, Sandaru Fernando, Mustafa Hussein, Aaron Lee Whitesell, Jacob Foy Corley, Jackson Frederick Keith, Nicholas Farzad Bavafa, Yu Wang, Edwin Pimentel Marmo, Lester Ramos, A.J. Hennessy, Jay Pinamaneni, Kevin Reeves, Abdul Rahman Abdullah Al-Nane, Stephanie Peng, Emily Struby, Ryan Michael Rich, Van Coy Win, Rebecca Tafetta, Tara G. Thompson, Julia Zhu, Christian Scott Wiles, Trevor Charles Pickrell, Ian Andrew McLeod, Ian F. Boldea, Eunice El Bouzekraoui, Raj Kumar, Zachary James Lilly, Joshua Acker, Jeet Hemant Shah, James Michael Bertrand, Virajoti Ramasamy, Gaurav Seth, Daniel Bassman, Faith Victoria Womack, Nikish Gimere, Quintus Lamar, Sneh Shah, Alyssa Michelle Rodriguez, John Toros Ohanes Abasian, Sungin Bak, Arvin Potter, Satya Subramanian, Nandakumar Tangavelu, Hari Regupati, Gagandeep Singh, Diwakar Dwivedi, Alexander Hampton Rao, Suraj Karthik, Suvan Adhikari, Megan Kulkarni, Shaila Tulani, Neil Patel, Rutvik Marakana, Abhinav Krishna Gulapali, Karishma Gautam Rana, Akash Nagesh Vemalapali, Rama Krishna Visapragada, Trenton James Wong, Manasa Vejala, Prajwal Vidula, Vedika Sunil Bang, Tessa May Hammond, Blaine Paul Rishu II, Benjamin Janesh, Ryan Mead Johnson, Joshua Allen Wisbrocker, Stephen Wei Lu, Hanlin Jason Chen, Clinton Varner Wadley, and Dubisi James Anyawu.
Mansi Jain,
Victor O, Kevin Lawson, Abhinav Diwakar, Ayush Barot, Pranav Atul Joshi, Tri Kien Tran, Vaibhav Mittal, Kyle Benjamin Barone, Tanner Cyprit, Aaron Xiao, Michael O. Yang, Abjit Singh Grewal, Brian James Serini, Rizzi I, Omar Farouk El Masri, James D. Wood, Balbir Singh Johar, Anand Balarao, Kasturi Gotivedu Srinivas, Malia Peyton Maxey, Warren Kawo Chan, Nathaniel Chester Patterson, Chelsea Alexis Cheadle, Michael Owen Williams, Amar Sharif Abdelwahed, Vitali Dobilov, Sang-Soong Lee, Mehmet Suat Gunerli, Rahul Sunil Dani, Christopher Hoyek, Minghao Yang, Cameron D. Bennett, Dongdong Lee, Ram Manohar Bhimana, Matthew Tyler Peterson, Jing Zhang, William Anders Berkland, Nestor Urquidi, Omar Reda Ahmed, Prahalad Sanjeev Varma, Arul Selvan Srinivasan, Zonggao Bian, Christopher Jackson, Michael Joshua Smith, Mohammed Saad Mirza, Amanda House, Tracy Duong, Sudarshan T, Qilin Li, Heija Liu, Hemant Kumar,
Pallavi Bhatnagar Garesha,
Vineet Karagil Sekaran, Chitra Muralidharan, Malvika Varma, Shannon Alexa Isaacs, Anshit Warma, Shelin Zhao, Sanchita Porwal, Aditya Anavajala, Kurt Toshikazu Ibaraki, Abel Chen, Scott Britian Rapinati, Jaden Gardiner, Lamia Masood, Charles Snyder, Sean S. Gill, Sindhu Raghuram, Abhishek Pandey, Palash Chaudhary, Samaksh Gulati, Shreyas Verma, Manoj Bawarlal Parmar, Ashish Diman, Yu Ji, Jiarui Xu, Shang Wei, Pragyan Roy, Jimmy Francis Koyen, Yichuan Wang, James Nana, Rudy A. Hernandez, Chiang Hu, Nilai Nitin Bhatt, Pablo Vargas, Riti Sarup, Dikshita P.S., Karthik Ramesh, Girish Hari, Andrew James Downhauer, Audrey Liu, Swati Rekha Nitin, Simran J. Kumar Gade, Tanya Sharma, Ethan Hao-Yu Wong, Binpeng Xiu, Umesh Maharjan, Nora Abu Asaf, Kamal Kankarwal, Murali Muniraman, Santosh Singh, Daniel Lin, Nail Usman Malik, Sneh Shah, Dylan Alexander Yost, Luis Miguel Carrillo Leon Velarde, Jake Logan Ireland, Pietro Cometi, Ramamurthy Namachiviam, Yasin Benani, Robert Henry Abramov, Bina Patel, Wiwik Carlina, Valentina Calabresa, Pranav Panchamarthi, Huilin Chang, John Lashober, Andrew Levon Ajemion, Ling Tao Wu, Wei Guo, Louis Allen Van Winkle, Daniel Felipe, Srikanth Sridharan, Tess Miranda Green, James Ryan Rick, Eric Tyler Smith, Esteban Trujillo Hidalgo, Rakesh Anand Kumar, Leo Ipe, Ahmed Zahir Khan Mohammed, Praveen Kumar Nair, George Albert Horsting, Risa Feng Lim Ning, Ying Yang Li, Tan Je Hao, Priyam Puvarag Shah, Ahmad Faris Dorani bin Ahmad Shahrir, Chi Ma, Tong Shen, Yuko Suzuki Zhang, Rohan Girish Patwardhan, Srajan Sunil Dubey, Nilesh Manivanan, Meet Kumar Jitendra Kumar Patel, Vincent J. Eigelhart, Nicola Pleich, John Paul Van Ravensburg, Daniel Fur, Kanaka Rao Kalimikanda, Christina Marie Darland, Nicholas Spencer Hagiri, Luke Allen Ness, Bai Hay, Pavan Mulapudi, Daniel Robert Wygant, Ajay Gupta, Sukhjit Singh, Radhakrishnan Mudalir, Lindsay Fullerton Langstaff, Hong Sheng Yuan, Yulai Tsoi, Mohammed Hamza, M.D. Amiruzaman, Shazad Rizvi, Puneet Reddy, Michelle Adea Altman, Sasan Zore, Michael Ogrins, Prasanna Bableshwar, Xavier Velez, Nihal Kakatil, Elena Morozova, George Newmay, Nathan Lynn Malone, Hamid Yaqub, Eduardo Soria Mayer, Arjun Iyengar, Andrew Pritchett, Blake Tamor Sani, Dylan Thomas Small, Adeniji Nikolai Ogunlano II, Siddhartha Rakaram, Dylan James Alexander, Prinu S. Nazim, Hannah Marie Woody, Anthony Michael Tomasi II, Mona Mishra, Diana Chen, Haoran Sun, Alexander Timothy Ward, Nicholas Andrew Schrant, Yekel Santana, Daniel Y. Eng, Noah Avery Crafts, Alexander Nicholas West, Ashutosh Verma, Lauren Alexandra Murray, Sneh Shah, Ishita Sangorkar, Snigdha Mishra, Barbara Vanaki, Lawrence Charles Skews IV, Hunter Riley Anderson, Clay Thomas Chips, Heidi May Yap, Frank Triolo Jr., Tianyi Kong, Rohit Ganguly, Elizabeth Vitale, Courtney Rochelle Wright, Megan Danielle Lott, Shankararayanan Ramamurthy, Arnab Som, Srimati Tyagarajan, Love Kumar, Amit Kumar Dash, Elmariza Mamaril, Joshua Seth Rosenthal, Harsh Bharat Kumar Patel, Rahul Menon, Adam Patney, Anshul B. Aluwalia, Manoj A. Niverti, Pranav Shankar Manjanath, Dhiraj Idnani, Aravind Vengarai, Alberto Jose Debes Selman, Vuan Trin Huyn, Patrick Westervelt Jr., Janki Gajera, Benjamin McDermott, Aditya Barman, Sita Lakshmi Gopala Subramanian, Mireza Gonzalez Alvarez, Aditya Milind Pansare, Mitchell Bowler, Frank John Galtieri, David Henry Pipes, Ethan Sebastian Velarde Requena, Gabriel Paul Henry Gross, Aubin Ray, Nicholas Matthew Lee, Den Hung No, Rahul Rajan, Afsane Taylor, Suning Ho, Jian Qi Lin, Roland Lewis Burks III, Maria Dragoy, Matthew Ketchum Lee, John Knight, Ling Jing Zhao, Long Chen, Pu Han, Trenton Douglas Whalen, Victor Ross Jakud Miley, Daniel R. Crane, Aditi Prakash, Sasha Calkins, Sai Sri Harsha Paninti, Rakesh Kumar Arwini, Dipendra Singh Mal, Austin Riley Warnock, Gregory Allen Yednashevsky, Michael Angelo Candaza Romero, David Paul Hanks, Kevin Castro Cruz, Jean DeGeorge, John Mitchell London, Dylan Eugene Heinen, Michael Anthony Capetta, Andre Katzman, Vasily Korf, Connor McCloney, Byung-Yong Park, Han Bit Kim, Adam Wolf, Tian Tian, Akila Abraham, John J. Lee, Hisham Al-Mohri, Shanaz Farzana Khader, Kevin William Wu,
Alexander Shetrovsky,
Angela Jung, Raymond Changrui Lee, Sydney Gary Miller, Meng Yao Ouyang, Rakik Nitsusa Tafesa, Kelvin Dwayne Pierre II, Kanish Rastogi, Jack Kelly, Jyoti Priyanka Yera, Thompson Lucas, Emily Aaron Velez, McCormick Kyle Wooden, Nicholas Ellis Duncan, Sean O'Donnell, Xu Le Zhou, Daniel McCallum, Nathan Scott Schwerdfeger, Michael Sarwat Gattas, Brian Boan Xian, Lalatendu Pahad Singh, Linda Wu, Edward Ernest Griebel Jr., Mia Markovich, Prashant Aditya Susarla, Rahul Gaurish Katre, Jacob Hunter Murphy, Andrew Jens Chafos, Aldo Mario Rogliero, Yiqing Chen, Royan Chen, Anton Maliev, Andrew David Pinshofer, Fayez Jabir, Marcos Federico Grillo, Timothy Allen Trent, Aidan Donnellan, Xiaochang Chen, Kyle David Domis, Enrique Salvador Leon, Andrea Nicole Edling, Robert Tian Shu, Wajie Chaudhary, Paul Matthew Maxwell, Adit Jindal, Ping Zhang, Tao Huang, Nok Min Dang, An Duk Vu, Benjamin Holt Murray, Nathaniel Richard Graham, Michael Stephen Trotta, Tucker Favreau, Arthur Lacey, Cassidy Smith, Brandon Commodore, Krishna Jagrut Mehta, Diana Evangelia Patelis, Yen Ho Chen, Jiang Tao Dang, Man Wu, Anil Jami, Qing Heng Chiang, Lok Wong, Indrajit Ghosh, Jason Matthew Evans, Deepak Chalil, Nathan Walker Ross, Albert Yakyam Ko, Raghuvender Krishna Gowda, Oscar Rene Paria, Ulas Rao, Nathan Patnam, Nicholas Michael Giamanco, Isaac William Andrew, Maxwell Nonisa, Sung Hyun Park, Neha Lalani, Victoria Lakin Mitchell, Joseph Douglas Paterka, Joshua P. Martinez, Alexander Leith Lane, Esther Rios Lopez, Ethan Philip Brooks, Ankit Ajit Patel, Suleiman Ahmad Panshiri, Christopher Matthew Awad, Sasireka Ganu Rao, George Hunter Bernard, Diane Leah Moore Samuelson, Lee Dearborn Shibley II, Clinton Brian Michael McCardle, Justin Z, Yonghwan Myung, Bianca Sierra Asinho, Ryan Christopher Davis, Xavier Copernicus Osta, Jerry Zong, Jesse Peak, Kevin Moslapore, Heath Walker Gerald, Stephen Paul Freeman, Lawrence James Maxwell Bradley, Sorakrit Chanwatanagal, Grace Elizabeth Fole, Sarav Shrestha, Pascal Wisman, Keaton Sadowski, Abdur Rahim Ali Khan, Prithvi Krishnan Padmanabhan, Supriya Madaneni, Chewan Park, Dean Blanc, Jeffrey Edwin Maldonado, Eric P. Katz, Kim Nguyen, Amir Ali, Thomas Joseph Mendez, Nathan John Malta, Sean Michael Smith, Andrea Kavra, Nolan Joseph Crane, Colin Glenn Kruger, Surish Bodikurapati, Eric Michael Taheri, Fritz Nick Thaluska, Alex Arsenault, Victor Antonio Coleman, Tashfia Rahman, David Trong, Louis Long Nguyen, Yu Liang Tan, Tae Hyun Kim, Lauren Tatiana Curley, Crystal Loza, Lu Leo, Apurva Bogale, Joseph Nettles Glover, Zinnia Kaur, Vedang Joshi, Rung A. Lin, Edson H. Philippe, Rohan Idara, Jin Young Park, Mukund Ratan Agrawal, Cesar Omar Cisneros Melgoza, Christopher Ryan Ellis, Girish Hari, Peter Kim, John Arthur Garzoni, William Tuckwing Bottrell, Shri Raksha, Sanjay Philippos Josh, Woo-Bin Lee, Emmanuel Ayodeji Isaac, Karthik Nagaraj, Keenan Henderson Bateman, Sabrina Joanne Edwards Swart, Perry Huang, Andres Camilo Zuleta Calderon, Niveti Kritika Jayaraj, George Nabil Bakum, Ashok Gupta, Aaron Josiah Unterberger, John James Major Jr., Naveen Balaji, Sri Saumya Mehta, Junpyo Se, Estefania Palomino Virgen, Sneh Shah, Akash Nagesh Vemalapalli, Zhao Yi Li, Samir Mukita, Yuhang Chen, Ming Hao Li, Yang Ming Zhang, Ravi Soni, Sri Harsha Bangalore Srinivasa, Vidhi Talera,
Lei Son.
Well, I'm very impressed. You performed this beautifully. Now, will all graduates please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Georgia Institute of Technology and by authority of the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I now confer upon each of you a degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Graduates, to symbolize your achievement, you now move your tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left. Please join me in congratulating these new graduates of Georgia Tech. Congratulations. Now, one last request. We ask the graduates to remain standing as the platform party recesses. Then I invite all of you to join in the singing of the greatest fight song of all time, the Ramblin' Wreck from Georgia Tech. Graduates should remain at their seat until the conclusion of the fight song. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful day.
We of Tech arise, behold the banner as it reigns supreme. For from on high the wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. A hell of a, hell of a, hell of a, hell of a, hell of an engineer. Like all the jolly good fellows, I drink my whiskey clear. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Oh, if I had a daughter, sir, I'd dress her in white and gold. I'd put her on the campus to cheer the brave and bold. And if I had a son, sir, I'd tell you what he'd do. He would yell to hell with Georgia like his daddy used to do. Oh, I wish I had a barrel of rum and sugar 3,000 pounds. A college bell to put it in and a topper to stir it around. I drink to all the good fellows who come from far and near. I'm a rambling, gambling, hell of an engineer. Hey!
For attending Georgia Tech's Fall Commencement. Families will meet their graduates outside the stadium. Please proceed to the nearest exit and have a wonderful day. Students, you can exit out through the tunnels on the side or behind the stage. Guests, you will exit out through the main, west, and Benatar entrances that you came in at today. Thanks so much.
Let me tell you. Girl, you my little boo thing. So I'll give a hoot what you do, say, girl, I know.